In the annals of history, there are stories that lay hidden, untold for decades, like buried treasure waiting for the right moment to be discovered. Today, we unearth one such tale, a tale of an incident shrouded in mystery and intrigue. In the summer of 1964, on a bustling corner of Kew Gardens in Queens, New York City, an ordinary street corner concealed the extraordinary. The corner bore witness to an event that would forever change the way we perceive human nature. As the story goes, on a warm, sunlit day, in March of that year, a crowd gathered around this seemingly unremarkable street corner. People stopped in their tracks, their curiosity piqued. Onlookers whispered to one another, their gazes fixed upon a lone figure in distress. The figure, known to history as Catherine, Kitty Genovese, faced a dire situation. As she cried out for help, a chilling silence enveloped the street. And yet, the extraordinary part of this story is not what happened to Kitty Genovese, but what didn't happen. The sun dipped below the horizon and the crowd dispersed. It remained hidden in the dusty archives of the city, along with the mystery of why no one had lent a helping hand. Years turned into decades, and the city evolved. The street corner witnessed countless scenes, some heartwarming and others heartbreaking. Yet the memory of that day lived on, a symbol of the power of inaction in the face of adversity. Today, we finally unveil the truth behind this enigmatic incident, a revelation that sheds light on a psychological phenomenon deeply ingrained in human behavior, a phenomenon known as the bystander effect. This term was coined by psychologists Bibb Latané and John Darley in their groundbreaking research of the late 1960s. Inspired by the Kitty Genovese incident and driven by a desire to understand why people fail to help when others are present, Latané and Darley conducted a series of experiments. In one of their classic experiments, they placed participants in situations where they believed they were communicating with others via an intercom system. When participants thought they were the sole listeners and heard a simulated emergency, they reacted promptly. However, when they believed others were present and remained passive, participants were significantly less likely to take action. Through these experiments, Latané and Darley demonstrated that the presence of others could lead individuals to hesitate or refrain from helping, even in situations where help is clearly needed. The bystander effect became the term to describe this complex psychological phenomenon. This story, lost in the annals of time, serves as a poignant reminder that sometimes silence can be the loudest sound of all. It urges us to confront the psychology of human behavior and encourages us to break the silence when compassion and action are required.